Thinking back to the election of 2020 and that very bizarre period right before the election where the Hunter Biden laptop story came out. It was a story that the New York Post broke, which is thought of as being a little bit more conservative leaning, more of a tabloid newspaper in New York City, has a different reputation than a Wall Street Journal or New York Times. And what happened? All these media outlets said, that's a fake story. And what happened with these big technology companies like Meta? We're going to block that story. We're going to take anyone that's sharing that story is going to be punished. This is clearly Russian disinformation, they said. And turns out that was not the case. This was a real story. And a big swath of the media ignored it. And I had to fight on Smarter News. We did like a real basic breakdown of that story because what is the story? Why are people blocking you from seeing it? Anytime I mention that story, I get a flurry of people that will criticize me for mentioning it, even though it was a real story that just sounded too bizarre to be true, but it was true. That was his laptop. I just think that's an interesting contrast. Here you had the media blocking this story, the big, powerful network saying, we're not going to touch that smut. And now they're going to break into your broadcast on a Sunday night and talk to you about it.
This is an ABC News special report.
Times have changed. This is why editorial choices really matter and why nonpartisan news really matters.